Agriculture, livestock and industry, and a beach resort that still earns them bread from the sea. Turning inland in 1986, the research team became involved with a very special find which would make front-page news worldwide, the discovery of a fishing boat from biblical times in the Sea of Galilee. Before 1986, the lake's maritime secrets were well hidden in the mud. Even though Michelangelo, Rembrandt and Dali all painted a fishing boat from New Testament times, up to now none had ever been found, and all searches had been fruitless. After a 2-year drought lowered the water level to such an extent that one could actually walk on parts of the seabed, two brothers, Moshe and Yuvi from Kibbutz Genosar, spotted something suspicious in the mud and came up with quite a catch: the remains of a wooden boat. An urgent excavation for the Department of Antiquities. Miracles were needed, with almost no funding, equipment or manpower, and only 2 days of preparations. Battling the mud, the rising water level, and an ancient wooden hull, waterlogged like wet cardboard, which could barely support its own weight, the boat was salvaged in a record 11 days by volunteers joining in from everywhere, especially from Kibbutz Genosar. While still being excavated, the site already turned into a tourist attraction, drawing soda stands and ice cream vendors. Journalists and television stations recorded the event, and sometimes the police had to be called in to protect the site from the curious crowds. History was being made here, even as it was being discovered. A tremendous amount of ingenuity was required to make up for the lack of ordinary tools which simply were not available. Cactus needles were used at one time to put number tags on each piece of the hull. A dike was constructed to keep the rising sea level at bay, and local schoolchildren joined in to fill the sandbags. A cocoon of sprayed plastic foam transformed the hull into a yellow cake. When the day of its resurrection arrived, the dike was breached and the boat floated out of its long-time grave and sailed once again over the Sea of Galilee after 2,000 years. In spite of all the technology and expertise involved, sometimes great problems require simple solutions. At one point, while resting in the freshwater pool, the boat became infested by worms and other parasites. Unable to use chemicals which would ruin the preservation process, Moshe, the Galilee fisherman, created another miracle by placing goldfish in the pool to fight the parasites. Once again, experience, ingenuity, and common sense turned out to be of no less value than academic knowledge or money.